What's going on, everyone? Mr. Totem back again. Welcome back to my channel and my reviews of my old videos. Today we're gonna do a review on my old video blog number 3 from 12 years ago, and I call it the Baby Mama Blues, mainly because that's the color I used for primarily most of this color scheme on this particular piece. This video had a special guest with me, and that's my boy Ewok1 from New York City. And he came in town to visit me, and we decided to do a quick one with my homeboy Comatose, and literally we just got busy. We just got as busy as possible. So let's go ahead and peep the video and see what 12 years ago was like. Ah, once again, the fangs. Yep. And Evolve Paint, they were my sponsor back then, both me and Ewok. And that is the Baby Mama Blues. We added again, like always. And that's my gradient. Dark, medium, light. I threw a little yellow. There goes Comatose. Put his outline up, and there you can see I got my outline up. And now I'm working. Cutting into it, cutting out of black this time, and you can see, and my hair was shorter then, longer but shorter, and from the darkness I cut out my 3D, and that is being showcased pretty well right now. If you don't know how to paint 3D, this is probably a really good video to actually study for you to get the concept basically right. And I'm cutting into it, back fading it, cutting it, and at this time, yet again, this is another one of those videos that I'm still a novice at making videos. I'm still learning on how to get the right angle. Just like this, I adjusted angles from a far view so you can get an idea. So this piece is like, since I'm going with blue, I kind of wanted this mechanical battle serif to be more like splashing downward. So as it's coming up and over, because I'm actually painting on a dock right here, and I wanted it to come from the upper left hand corner and splash down to the right. And right now I'm working on the side of the first T, and now I'm putting on those highlights. It's kind of bringing it to life now. That's the beauty of painting on such a dark backdrop such as that gunmetal gray, that when you put such a striking color like baby blue and then start adding them highlights, bam, that thing really wakes up, right? And really, it's nothing to it. I mean, it being almost just a one color dimensional, and you could pretty much just leave it just like that if you wanted to do that, and I would have been all right with that. But I think on this one I started adding at the time, that was fairly new for me, was this inner glow aspect. Now the reason why I was doing those inner glows is because I really felt like these mechanical battle serifs basically have an engine on the inside of the letters, and the engine on the inside illuminated from the backs of the letters to almost give it like as if it's like creeping forward. It's like, oh, I can see the mechanism working just off of the possible friction, or if not the actual engine itself generating some type of heat or some type of something like that. So I'm adding my little detail cuts with all these little, I always put these little tiny sections with these little spears and little doodads. There we go. So there goes now. Now you can see it is in its entirety with the yellow, mustard yellow glow emanating from the back of the piece. And you can see from the far left side the giant thrust booster that's still kind of almost like radiating with heat, it seems. And the stomping leg, almost like a creeping extension leg off the farthest left. Yeah, I really liked doing that inner glow stuff. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I should revisit that. What y'all think, huh? Yeah, that was different. You know, for me at the time, but I liked it. I mean, you know, very few 3D writers were doing anything like that. If there was, I wasn't privy to them. But the ones who might have done it, they weren't out as much as I was. And this really was dancing. There's my little 004 shout out and that close up of that. And there's the overview with Comatose's character, female character right there. And my boy Ewok's burner coming off the side. I haven't seen that in a while. Bam. And then a little Chester Chase cut across the whole front. There you go. 004, shout out to them. I really enjoyed. They actually were the ones who got me out there making these videos, which basically ended up with me doing this here. And that's that video. So yeah, that was the Baby Mama Blues video, and that was 12 years ago. The one thing that I really enjoyed about when my old friends would come in town and visit me, shout out to my boy Ewok, was that the fact that I get to really enjoy spending the time cutting and, you know, chipping out a really tough piece. My old friends were always very like-minded. We really believe in having a very detailed piece. It's not just simply like, okay, just fill it in, make a line, done. Sometimes, you know, you want to paint with people who are really serious about making the piece tight and tough. Now, not neurotic, because let me make that painfully clear, because I got a bunch of old friends and not so friends that I don't think they need to be that anal about their piecing. I think they need to paint more often and be a little bit more confident in the way they execute, and they won't have to sit there and buff their piece all the time and redo it and buff their piece and redo it. You know who you are. I really think that you should have your paint ability and technique down enough to where, all right, now all I got to do is sit there and be creative. Right? Just take my time and be creative, as Iz says. Rest in peace, him. So this time for me when Ewok came to visit, I was really enjoying spending the time on these pieces. And if you look at Ewok's piece, you can see his is really tight and with a whole bunch of little details coming off. It's so quick. I wish I had like filmed a little bit more on his piece so you could see it too. But these are things I learned, you know, 12 years ago, y'all. 12 years ago. Matter of fact, my first son was probably only, what, he was 4 or 3 years old at that time? Yeah, 3. He was 3 at that time. So I was really learning as I went. So as I sit here and kind of kick back and reminisce on old times through these old videos, I'm glad that you guys come with me to check them out. I know some of y'all have seen these before from way back then, been following me that long, because I've been at it 35 years now. I am not slowing down. I'm going to keep doing as many as, you know, the universe allows me to do. And I'll still keep making these kind of videos on here so I can share a little bit with y'all. Please be there longer for another 12 years to share it with me, all right?